Hey, I'm Ron Drotos from keyboardimprov.com, and welcome to day 9 of my 31-day tribute to Keith Jarrett, one of the biggest influences on my musical life, and maybe yours as well. This is a 31-day tribute, just to explore different aspects of his music and to inspire me, and hopefully you as well, inspire one another to pursue our own music in the wholehearted way that Jarrett did his. So right now it's actually January 2021. And last month, December, I think it was in December, right? About a month ago, 2020, the New York Times newspaper ran an article, it was an interview with Jarrett, and an article saying that he had had a stroke, in the 2 strokes, somewhere in the last couple of years, and he hasn't really been performing since 2017, 18, somewhere in there. And it was a shock. And he was very candid about it. Can't use his left hand to even hold a teacup. Tried to play some bebop with his right hand at one point and couldn't remember the tunes. Real shock to many of us. And having seen Keith play 5 times in my life, in the back of my mind, there's always, I can take my kids again. I took them once to see him. I'm lucky I did that. But I can always see him in another year and get re-inspired, right? Of course, we can get inspired by the recordings, but often we sort of rely on outside inspiration, and that's fine, right? We need to support each other. I'm getting inspired by doing this, knowing you're watching. Hopefully you're getting inspired by doing that, and we help each other, part of a community. But sometimes we do that too much, and Jarrett's one of the few pianists who really can, as I spoke about yesterday in day 8, really start with nothing and just totally go with the improvisation. Whatever comes to him initially, totally see that and to its end and logical conclusion, and to immerse himself in it. I think that's arguably his greatest strength, which leads to everything else he plays so well. And that's what we can really get inspired by too. That's what I'm getting at here. But the thing is, we can't rely on him to do it and inspire us, right, anymore. There's recordings that'll come out, past recordings and everything. But in terms of knowing he's out there doing it, it's not happening, right? I wish him the very best, as we all do, in his personal life and to deal with things and a recovery if possible. But we need to start improvising more on our own, right? Because we are the lineage. We are the tradition as well as the greats. It's just you and me doing it. So I'm just going to improvise from scratch for a little bit, and I invite you to do the same today or tomorrow, but don't make it always tomorrow. Do it today at some point. So this is for Keith Jarrett, for me, and for you, and as part of the tradition of improvisers. So, I hope this invites you to do the same thing. You just sit down and you play. Sometimes it's good, sometimes it's not so great. I thought some of that was okay, but then some of it sounded a little stiff to me. Maybe it's just the connection, you know. Some days you feel more connected with the music than others, and I'm sure Jarrett has felt the same thing, right? He's human. Some days it's a little flowing a little more than others, or it's more enjoyable, whatever. Sometimes we play well, sometimes we don't, but we need to do it, and do it more if at all possible in our lives. Because, as I said before, we are the tradition, and we can't just always rely on other people out there doing it. So hopefully you'll be inspired by Jarrett's example too, and just keep improvising. Enjoy the journey, let the music flow, and I'll see you in the next one, which is number 10. Take care.